Good afternoon once again from Lincoln, Nebraska on this 100-degree July 23rd, Wednesday. And it is hot out here. I've had to stop on a occasion, but I thought you guys might enjoy seeing the long part of the bike trail. I'm going to be going from the where you just saw me start up. That's about 40th and South Street. I'm going to be going way up here to the other side of town. And surprisingly enough, on the bike trails, it really won't take that long because I get to dodge a lot of the traffic lights and crosswalks and things of that nature. Although since this part of the trail right here, part of the old one up over the trail in Lincoln, a little rougher. So you kind of have to keep your eye on the pavement because it does get quite rough in spots. But they have done a pretty good job keeping out in the wintertime. This is what I find is, I mean, unless you're out during the freaking snowstorm, if it snows overnight, chances are they've already had these guys on these little tractors with brushes on them that sweep it clean. So the bike trails around here, the ones that get cleared first, I think they're actually cleared before a lot of the streets are. Coming up on one of the earlier bridges. And that's Antelope Park in front of me. And now we're on some of the newer part of the bike trails. Not that much more. These are probably 30 years old. One's 40 years old. One of these days I'm going to do a video. There's actually left right here in Antelope Park. Part of the original attempt at putting a bike trail in Lincoln. Afternoon. I love doing this. And one of the original bike trails in Lincoln, not concrete, it's pavement. They decided to use asphalt, even though everybody told them that it would fall apart quickly, and it did. And they were continually having to go back and patch. Really came to the point now where it's that particular trail. I mean, people use it to walk their dogs on because it's still there. but it's not. I'm going to swing over here and stop for a second. Oh. Get a drink. It's freaking hot out here, I'm telling you. Gatorade. I don't know who's watching, but howdy. If it's Java down there in Texas, hope you're having fun getting drunk by yourself. Lonely old man. I'm out the other side. We just went to one of the big intersections. Also happens to be one of the more dangerous intersections, especially if you're on a bike trying to cross. Just the way it's laid out. It's not due to traffic engineering. Again, because the streets have been this way for the better part of 150, 200 years, I think. Something crazy like that. Cross another little bridge. Stop up here again for a minute because I got a little problem. It's not that big of a deal, but I want to fix it before it goes that way. You know, it's not going to work like I thought it was. That's okay. And we're off again. On the right in the picture, it's actually to my left because the picture's reversed. That's the old high school I went to many, 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 many years ago. But I did not graduate from that high school. I got transferred overseas. Well, Java, I know you got notified. That I'm live. And I know you're up because you're drinking. You're probably drunk. That's what you live for, is to get as drunk as fucking possible. Popped over to see if you got live, and you went over there and you tried to pronounce Russian and Ukrainian city names. What a fucking joke. You know, when you go to the Kmart School for the Blind, that's what you get. You get Bob, Java. You get Java. So you're going to go on later and you're going to make up a whole bunch more shit about me and never provide anything, just run off at the mountain for 2, 3, 4 hours? That's funny because I love camping out in your head. Great. That's great. Free camping. Free camping. Free camping. Rent free. Rent free in Bob's head. This used to be all car shops and little restaurants and everything. On your left. Oh, it's outside. Draw back to the bike trail out here. There's not a lot of shade unless you're in the older parts of Lincoln. On your left. Even then, on a hot day like this, it really doesn't matter how hot shade or not because it's just hot. Period. Really no place to hide. On your left. Foot horn. Ooh. I feel like I should be flipped over and put on Royal. Sure. I'd like to see you go live, man. Oh, who's commenting? Hey, Bruce. What's happening? Ooh. Oh, there's some shade. I'm going to stop in the shade, get another drink. You can see what it has to say. Ooh, okay. You know, actually, Bruce, I wasn't going all that fast. Believe it or not, I was only going about 16, 17. Going downhill about 20, 21. And it is miserable hot today. Up here. Ah. I stopped and grabbed some Gatorade. That's why I'm sitting here in the shade. I'm having a couple of drinks and just relaxing a little bit because it is hot. Oh. John Doe. Howdy. Ah. Up we go. Where this bridge I'm going over, it used to be one of the main roads on the north side of town. They closed it down to give the OL and B their mini yard because it's not as big as Burlington yard. It's just a local switching operation. And they're working today. Hey, they got their new switch engine out. Oh, shit. Taking some concrete cars. Ready Mix Concrete Company. And they do switching of grain cars and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, there are some nice areas here in Lincoln, man, that aren't too awful bad. You know what? I'm going to go a different way than I usually go, because I got a feeling that one of those persona non gratis that's watching right now is Java. Oh, usually I would cut off here and head up the bike trails that way, but I want to go past a particular place up here. I'm pretty sure the shop is going to kick it. All these new pop-up duplexes. to change the tires over on this thing, I oiled everything up, and evidently I must have gotten a little bit of oil on my brake discs. It's been a little slick, but I know that'll wear up. I haven't dried them up. I want you to check out where I'm going to. Java. Now, what's this? Ooh. Oh, holy cow, what's that right there in front of me? And looky right there. Look at all that. Lots of cruisers in it because it's so freaking hot today. I don't blame them. Now, why would I come into a place like this if I was so afraid of being seen? Why would I come in there? And that pimp ride. That's funny. Only 3 tires, not 4. That's right. So right there was the police department. So, hey, if you want to call me in for some shit, go ahead. But I'm telling you, Java, the minute you do that, you better start looking over your fucking shoulder. Because by God, I'll see to it that you get a warrant, felony, false information to police, because it's across state lines. But here's the number: 402-441-6000. You go ahead and call them. Go ahead. I'd really like to see you do it. It's getting kicked out of the horn. I find it amusing. So I would actually count on from Java some sort of drunken bullshit stream later on. Yes, I agree with that. Wanker POS. But without him, who would we have to make fun of? Oh, that's right. His little freaking butt buddy up there in Tennessee. way, there's going to be an upcoming live stream that I'll be doing. And I guarantee you, Bob's not going to like it. But here's the kicker, man. I come with receipts. I don't bullshit. I don't lie. I got the receipt for him that he could have sex. That receipt. I got the receipt that he's a convicted felon. I got the receipt that his little buddy up there in Tennessee, little teenager, got the proof of that. And he's a convicted felon. But here's the funny part. Out of all those people that Bob's flipping the finger at about other shit, none of them are felons. They don't have any convictions. Job's little buddy up there in Tennessee sure does. Big as day. Big as day. And don't come up with this bullshit, Java. Well, you can plead guilty and not be guilty. Bullshit. You plead guilty because you made a plea deal like you did. You're guilty and you're scared to death you're going to go to the frickin' prison. And that's exactly what your little buddy up there in Tennessee did. He was scared to death because he knew what would happen to his scrawny little butt in a prison. So don't come up with this shit of, well, you can plead guilty, not be guilty. You said that once before. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And if I was accused of something as serious as that and was not guilty, you better bet your ass I'm going to be doing some fighting to prove that I'm not guilty. I'm not going to make a plea deal just so I can get out of jail quicker. Yeah, everything else is pretty good, man. I'm doing all right. Bob's, yeah. Oh, his fucking game streams are a freaking joke. He does these things with, well, I hit the wrong button on the phone. Yeah, that happens. But I'm back. Thanks. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm doing okay, all things considered. There's 100 other places I'd rather be, but I make a do, getting along with people. I've got a good place to stay in a building where the people are my age. I don't have to worry about drunks. Java. And speaking of Java, by the way, stop asking me to come on your stream. You got me blocked. I can't fucking do anything with it anyway. Number one. Number two, I'm not coming up there just to listen to your white trash sorry ass yammer on and not giving me a chance to talk. So fuck up and die, bitch. Ain't gonna happen. You want to come on my stream? Fine. Yeah, I'm out right now. Isn't that a little obvious? Look, I mean, look, check it out. Got my Gatorade, even though it's hot. And it is freaking hot. Even riding, I've had to stop and get in the shade for a few minutes. Even riding, because it gets, you know, it's freaking hot. Oh, yeah, I got the old farmer tan thing going on. The old moron down there in Texas, he doesn't do shit. He gets up in the morning, live streams from his bed, feeds his face, goes back to sleep, gets up, live streams some more from his bed, stuffing his face with crap, and then wonder why he doesn't have energy to do anything. Gee, I wonder why. Idiot. Oh. Ooh. Last time he got out, he went to a little restaurant called Danny's Breakfast. And you should have seen the amount of freaking maple syrup he dumped. Actually, I think I posted the clip on here. The amount of sugar, because that's all that syrup is. That's not real maple syrup. No, sir, that's not real maple syrup. Uh-uh. That's maple flavored sugar. And you wonder why you're fucking sick all the time. Really? I wouldn't think you'd need to wonder. You know, they say eating cheese is good for you, but not when you're eating it when you're eating an entire block at one time. Having a cup of coffee is good for you. Certainly not going to hurt you, but not if you're adding all that shit that you add to a cup of coffee. Nimrod. And I don't know where you came up with these freaking weird ass damn recipes for shit. Oh. But you did. Oh yeah, he's a fucking mental case, all right. He doesn't have a life, man. He doesn't have a life anymore. And see, and that's actually gonna come out on an upcoming live stream. And I won't be doing this stream from the bike. I'll be doing it from my place. And like I said, got receipts. Bobby, you better check the shit you did in Washington State. Yes, sir. Right. Washington State. I got some nice shit about you. You ain't gonna like it. You can't blame it on your fucking twin. Because we know that's a crock of shit, don't we? No, he doesn't need a live. He doesn't need to do live anymore. It's gotten so ridiculous. You know, yeah, I'll agree. And I've said this before. He used to be fun to watch. He used to have a good time. People used to call in and joke around with him all the time. Hell, myself and a couple other people, when he wasn't live streaming for a day or two, would call him up just to make sure everything was okay. But he fucked those people over. Now he sits down there in a freaking lonely ass room day after day after day and does fucking nothing but live stream, live stream, live stream. And makes up shit about people, makes up shit about all the kinds of stuff, thinking that he knows everything about everything. Now he's on this kick of uh, the Russia-Ukraine thing, and he can't even pronounce the cities correctly. He did one of those this morning. That's right. It's all his fault. Hell, I'd probably still be calling him, giving him, talking to him and giving him a little bit of shit over the phone from time to time, just to have fun. Not anymore. You fucked me. He fucked me over 3 ways from Sunday. So as long as he's wasting oxygen, I'll be keeping an eye out for him. And again, I challenge him. You think I'm such a big fucking 300 people serial killer? Call the cops. Call them. You've never shown one bit of information, one shred of fucking proof. But boy, you can crank it up on other people that have actually done shit like that. When it comes to me, blah, 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 blah. That's all you hear. It's all you hear. You just hear his mouth running, running, running. Not once have you seen any proof. Not once has he said any names. Not once has he given you a city. Just, well, he's moved around. He used to live here, and wherever he's lived at, there's been murder. Oh, and you can Google that for yourself. That's his fallback. You can Google it yourself. Now, if you're freaking throwing out the gauntlet like that, show your proof. You fucking piece of shit, because you don't have any. So anyway, guys, it's hot. It's almost 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm going to head back to my place and get into some air conditioning because it is freaking hot out here. So, hey, you guys all have a good one. We'll catch y'all later.